Hello everyone, it's Kari, and today I am so excited to show you this two-step stencil that came in the Hedgehog Hollow February kit. Today I am going to use this stencil along with one of the stamp sets that was in the kit. This is one that's lettered by my friend Jess, and I just love all of these. So many great, beautiful words. Today we're going to use bestie on this card. So let's go ahead and get into it. I am going to tape this stencil on the back of my paper here, and that is going to make it just really easy to make this a really quick card. I have some Gina ink here, and this is one of my favorite colors. I'm just going to ink it on using the blender brush here. I tap off a little bit of the excess ink onto the paper because I don't want to get any extra marks of ink. So by tapping it off, it makes it ink on a little more smoothly. Now I'm going to put some darker ink towards the center of each of the stencil pieces here so that it makes it a little darker in the center. You can see that right there. So pretty and just really easy to do. This card came together so fast, even though it's a multi-step stencil. And I have so many ideas for this stencil. In fact, I may have a video coming out next week with some additional ideas. For today, we're just making this one card. Now I started putting these pieces in, and you can see they moved around when I kind of wiggled them. So that's not going to work for the technique I want to do today. So I found some repositionable dot adhesive. This is just temporary adhesive, so that I just put a tiny bit on so it sticks into place and it's not going to move when I do this next technique. I want to add some glitter gel to the centers there of these pieces here, and you can see when you put these pieces on, it masks the whole area except for one little teardrop in the center. So that's the part I'm going to fill with some glitter gel, and it's going to be so beautiful and really easy to do. Now this seems like it's taken a while, but it is really worth it to mask off those pieces. You can use pixie spray if you want to do that. I didn't want to go and spray all of those little pieces. So this repositional adhesive is going to work for me. So there you have it. I'm going to remove that top portion of the stencil just for a moment because I have this mixed lines stencil from scrapbook.com that I'm going to use to add a little more interest to the background. I'm just going to use this sweet corn color. It's a really light yellow and really pretty. And in hindsight, I'm wishing that maybe I used a darker color for this because it is difficult to see on the video. It's difficult to see in the pictures. In real life, you can see it. It's such a subtle, beautiful yellow stripe added so that it just gives a little bit extra. I'll just finish up brushing on those lines here, and you can see that it is just a little subtle touch, but really pretty, and turquoise and yellow are some of my favorite colors. Now I'm going to add back on the rest of the stencil here so that I can do this Glitz Glitter Gel in the center of each of those teardrops. I've got my little scraper here. This is the Deco foil scraper, and we'll just add. I'm being very careful. I'm using the diagonal media stencil tool here so that I can just add it to the center. You'll see that there are still some open spots on the outside, some more teardrops, but I just wanted to get the inside for this one. I'm going to cover up those outside teardrops with a little purple tape, so when I scrape off the excess glitter gel and make it all smooth and one level, that it's not going to go into those other teardrops. I'm trying to be very careful here so as not to peel up that tape and just get this glitter gel smoothed out perfectly. I like to scrape the excess off and put it back into the jar so I don't waste any of that product. I think this is the best way to do it that I've found. Once this is done, I'm sure to put the lid right back on. I don't want that to dry out. And now I'm going to remove this stencil. The easiest way that I found was to take all of those little pieces off and put them into a container so that they are contained and easy to clean. I did not put any water in this container. Instead, I just took it right to the sink and filled it with water after so that they were easy to clean. Now you can see I got a little bit of glitter on this one here. I'm just going to clean it up with my retractable craft pick. It's simple to do and it worked pretty well. So no worries there. And that's bound to happen if I didn't tape it very well. But there you go. Look how pretty that turned out. So I'm just going to go take these and clean these off real quick. It was very fast and easy to do because I already had most of it put back into the jar. So now I have heat emboss some gold glitter embossing powder on some black cardstock, and I use that bestie word, and I'm just going to cut it out, fussy cut it with my scissors. I found that moving the paper rather than my scissors was the easiest way to get a clean cut. And so it doesn't take very long just to do this, but I wanted that black outline around this word so that it really stood out on this paper. That glitter gel has almost already dried. I'm going to take this hello stamp that I found out of another stamp set. I wanted it to say hello bestie or hi bestie. I found this hello in a just a regular typewriter type font, small enough to fit on there so that it didn't fight with the beautiful lettering on that bestie sentiment. So I'll take my MISTI, just stamp that on with some VersaFine Onyx black ink, and that glitter gel really has mostly dried, but I'm being very careful not to smush it or hit it or put extra pressure because I don't want to ruin this card. But I did want to get it done. So I'm going to add a little bit of foam tape on the back of that sentiment. We'll remove the backing paper here and just tape it right on. If you look closely, you can see those yellow lines on the background. And now I'm going to use a turquoise mat here around the entire edge. I cut down that panel just a little bit so that the turquoise would show out from behind. It totally and completely matches this Glitz Glitter Gel, which I was lucky. It was just in my stash. It was just waiting for me to use this paper. I'm being very careful as I tape this on. You can see just going around that glitter gel, not pressing onto it. And the last thing to do is to add it to our top folding card here. I'm using my favorite liquid adhesive right now. This is the Nuvo liquid adhesive. Glue that on, and there you have our Hello Bestie card with lots of glitter and beautiful colors. And it was really simple and fast to do. So I hope you enjoyed this look at how to use a two-step stencil and to mask off part of it so that you just glitter a portion. I hope that this inspired you to try something for yourself. If you'd like this video, please give me a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a thing. I'll be back real soon with some more inspiration. Thank you for stopping by. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.